Drama in the Kardashian-Jenner family. Khloé Kardashian has confirmed that Kourtney and Travis's marriage is completely ruined. Khloé has reportedly expressed her displeasure with the couple and is done with putting on a pretty face. According to her, the couple now needs to face reality. After these unfortunate incidents, she says it is impossible for the marriage to last. So what exactly happened? Although Kourtney and Travis appeared to be the power couple, their marriage isn't going to last very long because their supposedly perfect marriage has suffered permanent harm. Khloé allegedly told an insider that Kourtney tried everything to save her marriage, but it wasn't enough. The outcome of the marriage has left her heartbroken. The romance between Kourtney and Travis quickly gained popularity and became heated and widely known. In October 2021, less than a year after they began dating, Travis proposed on a beach in Montecito, California.
Hey, how's my girl? Do you want to know what my surprise was? What? We got engaged.
Look it, Mom got a ring.
Is that upsetting?
Hey, why are you sad, baby?
Although Kourtney's kids weren't thrilled with the idea right first, they integrated their families well, and their kids developed close relationships. They have experienced many memorable experiences together despite their accelerated journey, such as several marriages, a pregnancy announcement, and the birth of their son, Rocky 13 Barker, in November 2023. Fans also observed that Kourtney appeared better and happier after her relationship with Travis, and she truly flourished. However, things aren't always as they seem. In hindsight, the initial rifts started when Travis's history of infidelity with Kourtney came to light, because Kourtney was also aware of Travis's dubious monogamous commitment. In reality, he publicly acknowledged that he had cheated on his ex-wife, Shanna, with 13 other women simultaneously during his previous marriages. It wasn't the first time either, because Travis openly acknowledged that he was unfaithful from the beginning of his first marriage to Melissa Kennedy. Travis has stated his aversion to monogamy, claiming his love of independence and his refusal to commit, even weeks before he officially announced his relationship with Kourtney. To make matters worse, Travis's ex-wife Shanna says he cheated on Kim, and she ended their marriage after discovering their affair.
It's every mother's worst nightmare, honestly, but my family's broken because of this family, and now my kids and I are alienated from each other because of another sister in the family, so.
Kourtney found it difficult to completely trust Travis because of his turbulent past, particularly after the birth of their child, and it only became worse when the subject of Kim and Travis's romance came up again. Years later, however, Kim acknowledged that she had an affair with Travis while he was still with Shanna. Furthermore, Kim claims that they never fell in love. Khloé swiftly stepped in to stop Kourtney from hitting Kim during a furious confrontation. After that, Kim began discussing how she and Travis grew closer while watching a movie in bed, the result of which was Kim and Travis carrying out the deed. The insider said that during Kourtney's story, Kim attempted to antagonize her. However, Kim claimed that it only occurred once and that she realized right away that she and Travis were not romantically involved. Travis, however, continued to make an effort to win Kim over. Kourtney separated with Travis for a few days when she at last gained some understanding of what had actually transpired. Kris said she needed some alone time to consider what to do about the situation. Kourtney was prepared to discuss the entire Kim affair situation with Travis after she had separated herself for a few days. She sincerely hoped Travis would make amends, but instead, there was a new disagreement. Kourtney said that because they fight every single time, perhaps they should split up. In answer, Travis said she should file for divorce. Kourtney felt terrible that he agreed with her, but she was astonished by this response because she didn't mean it. The insider claims that Travis later apologized and that he didn't mean what he said. He also claims that he grows weary of Kourtney and Kim's disputes as they strain their marriage. And since Kim was continuously harassing her, it wasn't the first time.
I cannot handle and be around you when you're just a bitch. Your words have have meaning and they come from some.
It is also thought that Kim's behavior toward Kourtney is made acceptable by the other members of the Kardashian-Jenner family. And the fact that Kourtney is the only one who refuses to let Kris rule her is most likely related to this. Since then, Kris and Kourtney have had a tense relationship, which explains why Kris publicly prefers Kim to Kourtney.
God, you and Kourtney are like at each other's throats these days.
I think that she's going through a phase in her life where she has some anger inside that I don't quite understand.
You think?
Additionally, it seems like Kris knew about Kim and Travis's romance from the beginning. Because she didn't want to offend Kourtney, she remained silent, but this only made the situation worse. "I have absolutely no faith in my own family," Kourtney confessed. Kourtney has always been suspicious, especially at family get-togethers, because of Travis's past obsessions with Kim, despite his constant denials of having an affair with her. Kourtney disclosed that she was often uneasy because of their relationship, especially when they were by themselves, which made her fear that Kim and Travis would be seduced by one another. In addition, Kourtney had previously claimed that even his bandmates were unaware of Travis's whereabouts and that he was frequently inaccessible while on tour, which, while she was at home, caused her a great deal of tension and anxiety. The insider claims that this led to a great deal of conflict in their marriage. In the past year, Travis has been separating from Kourtney despite her best efforts to keep him around. He has continued to distance himself even further despite her valiant attempts, until the couple had a lengthy talk, following which it appeared as though things were improving once more. To rediscover their love, they made an effort to give each other more space. And for a few months, everything seemed to be going well. Given how long ago Travis's affair with Kim occurred, Kourtney had even forgiven it. However, there was fresh tension in the Kardashian-Barker home. When Travis's band's 2024 tour began, he was frequently gone from home. Kourtney desired to spend a romantic weekend with them because of this. However, Kourtney was quite unhappy because Travis was not in the mood for this at all. She was depressed and had an odd feeling that something wasn't right. The insider claims that as Travis was showering, she surreptitiously checked his phone and discovered messages from a lady Kourtney didn't know. When Kourtney questioned Travis about it, he said it had to do with his job. Kourtney didn't believe it, though, so she looked up the woman in question, got in touch with her, and was able to determine that it had nothing to do with his job. Kourtney spoke with Travis and her friends frequently in the months that followed. Khloé claims that Travis made a vow to never cheat again, and Kourtney complies. Khloé, however, is aware that Kourtney doesn't trust it, because, in her own words, she is always alert and looking at her phone. On the surface, they appear to be the ideal pair and the love that everyone desires, yet this couldn't be further from truth.